Manisha, Assistant Professor from Department of CSE from RMD Engineering College. Today I'm going to explain about the topic Huffman encoding. This Huffman encoding is an example for source coding theorem. So let's go to the topic. See, Huffman encoding. So for what this Huffman encoding is used for? Lossless compression of data. It uses variable length coding. Only variables can be used. So in this, the character which occurs most frequently gets the smallest codes. When you are encoding which character is very small, you will get the smallest code. The next is the character which occurs least frequently will get the largest code. Most frequently will get the smallest code, and the least frequency will get the largest code. The procedure for this Huffman encoding is, so the source symbol first should be listed in a decreasing probabilities. The next point, the two source symbols will then combine and will produce a new symbol, and that will be the sum of the two original probabilities. The next third procedure is, whatever the procedure what you have done from the first should be repeated till the final statistics. So at last, according to backward tracking the sequence, zeros and ones are calculated and then the code is find out. So just now we can see a problem. Find the entropy and efficiency of the following symbol using Huffman coding method. So in this, the probabilities are listed. So this is your question, and this is the probabilities. So see this whether the probabilities are given in the decreasing order or not. If not, you arrange it in the decreasing order. So list down. See, this probability is not given in the decreasing order, so you arrange the probability according to the message bits you are having. So x1 will be first, then x3, x5, x2 and x4 according to the probabilities. So the next step, what you will do in this, you will take the last two. After arranging it in probability order, you will take the last two and you will make the first half as 0 and the second half as 1. So this is the condition. First condition is you will arrange it in as descending order according to the probability with their message bits. The next, you will take the last two and make the first half as 0 and the second half as 1. The later on, what you will do, you will sum up the values, that is 0.15 and 0.05. You will sum up and keep it, and you will compare with the remaining three bits. 0.3, 0.25, 25. What you will do, you will consider the which is the least value. You will write that 0.3 you will write as it is, 0.25, 0.25, and the summation of this value will be writing here. The next, what you will do, you will take the next last two, that is, this is the first reduction. In this first reduction, you will take this last two, 0 1, and if you sum up this, you will get a higher value, that is 0.45. So in whatever the reductions in the reduction step, it should be in the decreasing order. So what you will do, if you sum up the 0.25 and 0.2, you will see that this 0.45 is higher compared to 0.3. So what you will write, you will take this value to 0.5 and the remaining value 0.3 and 0.25, you will make it down and write. Okay, next is a second reduction. Then here, see, this is the step. Then the third reduction, that is in the second reduction last, what you will do, you will make for 0 and 1, that is upper part as 0 and the lower part as 1, and if you sum out, you will be getting your value as 0.55. So comparing to 0.45 and 0.55, 0.55 is higher. So what you make, you will write that as a first value, and you will make down the 0.45 as down value. Next, you will write 0 and 1. So the condition, that is, you will check whether this answer is correct or not, comparing that That is, these two probability, if you add, you should get the value 1. If not, some mistakes has been done here. So you please check it again, students. So 0.55 and 0.45, if you add 1, the last two you make a 0 and 1. Now we are going to find out the code word for this messages x1, x3, x5, x2 and x4. So how will you find the code word is less than? You consider it for x1. So how will you see? You will just put a line to the direction till the end where the 0.3 value is going. So first you will make a 0.3, next 0.3, the next this value comes down and 0.3. So what you do, you make a note of the 0 value, and next where it goes, see this 0.3 is now splitted, but this summation values carries to 0.55, so you can take that value. So your code will be, you should make in the reverse order, as that is, first you should take this value and then this value. So your code will be 0 0. So the code word for x1 is 0 0. The next you're going to find out for x3. So when you're finding for x3, the arrow marks goes like this, in this way: 0.25, 0.25, and next the 0.25 comes here. Here you have a split up just to make a note of this one, and this is 0.25 with the summation values goes to 0.55, so you make this 0 and your code word will be 0 and 1. Next, the value calculates for x5, 0.25. Here it is 0.25. So you make a note on this value. Then this value will goes to 0.45. Here no split up, but that value comes to right straight. So you will take this one value. So if you write in the reverse order, your code word will be 1 and this 0. Next, if you calculate for x2, first you'll take this one. This is the one value, and next when it goes to the 0.2, what value will be getting is 0.45. There is no split up, and this 45 again comes down, so you'll be having one value, and this is one value. From this you will take one value, and from this you'll be taking one value, and last is 0. So your code word will be in the reverse order. If you write, the value will be 110. The next, for calculation of x4, it is 0.05. You will take this one, and in this the summation value is 0.2, so that value also you'll be taking, and at last 0.45 comes down, so you will be taking. So your value will be 1 1 1, the last three values. So the code word will be 3, that is 1 1 1. So x4 code word is 1. You can know everything, all the code words you can list out. Thank you.